Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I decided to continue my American series. I wasn't really planning on this because over the last few months I've been making videos all over the Middle East, all over Africa and everything. But I'm back in the US for just a short little bit. I always like to come back in the summertime. And so right now I'm over in Montana. I took a road trip over to visit my friend Nate. And right now we're over in Red Lodge, Montana, which is right next to Yellowstone. Yellowstone is one of the most famous national parks in the US. But yeah, like our downtown kind of thing going on. And I think like Wyoming and this part of like Montana is like where the true Wild West is. That's why I'm wearing my cowboy hat. I wear cowboy hats because it's proper. So we've got a candy emporium, a proper like old Western candy place. We've got fudge. In this part of the U.S., people like hard candies and sarsaparillas. So we got over old root beers. Sarsaparilla right there. That's just a fancy word for root beer. But one of my favorite candies are where are they? These ones, the barrels. Oh, barrel shape. But there's some root beer flavored ones. Okay. Do you want anything?
No, I'm good, thanks.
I'm buying. Okay. There goes someone else. Excuse me. You know, if I was recording this a few months ago, I would have been so nervous to record anything in the US because with people looking at me, I was very uncomfortable with that. But now, if you can record in Africa, you can record anywhere.
Right.
This place is really good. We came here a few days ago. What I like about these towns is that it's these are like the proper Wild Westy kind of towns, and you'll find them in this part of the US, like Wyoming, Montana, and kind of going on to Denver and Utah as well. But it's like just one straight shot road and the old fronts. So usually like the building, it's like that one is a great example. Let's just get the facade kind of front. But there's a lot of people here right now. Nate was telling me that there's a rodeo in town or something.
It's an Iron Horse rodeo. It's a biker rally.
Biker rally. There's a biker rally. So as we were coming in, there was a lot of bikers. We got some of them over here. And a whole bunch of these guys. But they have like real proper nice bikes. Like they have like the carriage things on the back and everything. So okay, I think we'll head back in the car. This is Broadway Avenue. We'll head back in the car and then we'll go up to the Beartooth Pass. Go way up into the mountains. There's still snow up in the mountains, despite it being really hot here. I think right now it's like 98 or something. 98. That's like we're coming up on, what is that? Like 35 Celsius. That's really hot for Montana. So almost 40 actually. 40 is 104 or something. Okay, let's get back in the car. We'll go up to the pass. These bikes are just so sweet. I've seen a few of them before. These BMWs. Like a few months ago, a year and a half ago or something, I was out in Tunisia, and in Tunisia they like to do something similar to this. The bikers, especially the ones from Italy, the Italian bikers, they have their nice German BMW bikes, brand new like this, and they take a ferry across the Mediterranean, go down to Tunisia, onto the desert, just open roads, and they just go sailing onto the desert. It's just brilliant. So they always have the brand new bikes like that. I think they look so cool. But the last time I saw those bikes, like I said, in Tunisia, I thought this was brilliant. There was 8 or so of these bikers, these Italian bikers, and I was driving around myself too, but I was driving in a car, and so inadvertently we kept running into each other at all different sites all over Tunisia. And these guys, I thought this was great. In the desert, they had plush camels, fake camels that they strapped on top of the motorcycles, so it looked like a camel caravan, like a proper caravan. So I thought that was cool. Okay, we'll head in the car, and we're going to the pass now.
Everything grows with a drop of love. We're all hanging on to that nail. It's a rocky road, this pilgrim trail.
All right, so reached the top, or almost the top of the Beartooth Pass. Beartooth, a lot of places out here follow these Native American names. The road will keep going this way, and in about 10 miles you'll hit Wyoming, and then maybe in about 30 miles or so you'll hit Yellowstone National Park. It's one of the most famous national parks in the US. The snow stays up here, and it looks kind of like the Mongolian highlands, which I think is really, really pretty. This area, if you keep going maybe 10 miles this way, you'll run into what's called the Crazy Mountains, literally called the Crazy Mountains, and that is where some of the only platinum in the world is. There's only 2 platinum mines in the world, so this one is one of the biggest ones. It's federally, it's not federally, but it's a company that mines it, and they're super protective about it. So like, I can't even get close to show you guys, but the platinum is of course really expensive, but it's these small granular pieces, and so they have to smelt it like multiple times over. And once it gets fine enough, then they send it all the way, of all places, they send it to South Africa. They fly all this heavy metal over to South Africa because it's one of the only places that can actually smelt it into proper platinum. But one other thing that's up here is chrome mines. So back in World War I and World War II is when the United States was pulling out all this chrome, and nowadays we don't really pull out much of it. Almost 80% of the US's chrome is here in Montana, up in these mountains. But it doesn't really compete well with foreign or foreign chrome. But someday in the future, I think it's possible that we might start mining it again. But so I think we'll keep going farther up, and up this way there's some I don't want to say alpine lakes, but there's some lakes that are up here that are kind of cool. We'll get up close to the snow, but it's a really beautiful spot. So let's keep going up. It's kind of interesting to mention that these roads are actually only open during the summertime, only for 3 months, because there's so much snow. So these poles that you're seeing, they're maybe about 10 feet high. It's for when the snow plows come through, so they know where the actual road is. Okay, so now we've reached the end of the borderlands of Montana. So from here, I guess now I'm officially entering Wyoming. Wyoming is actually one of my favorite states in the US because it's not what anyone expects. It's so beautiful. Here are these poles I was talking about, so they can tell where the snow is. And this is, yeah, depending on the season, they'll completely shut down the road. But as you can see, when the winter time comes, then not only will the road probably close, but you need actually tire chains to actually get all the way up here. The road's not going to be maintained after so and so time. The road is closed. Yeah, and there's the Wyoming turnoff up there. But I want to go down to the lakes. You can see some of the lakes down there, so we'll go back down there. But it's beautiful highlands up here. You got all kinds of wildflowers. So okay, let's go to the lake. Okay, well, unfortunately, as much as I'd like to go down, you can see the lake right down there. As much as I'd like to go down, we're actually going to stop here because the trail is closed off for fire activity, which doesn't seem like it's a problem right now because yeah, there's no fires. Actually, right now in Montana, there's a huge wildfire going on, maybe 15 miles or so that way. And normally it's not such a problem, because you think a wildfire, oh, I'll see that coming. But here, because it's so windy, I have the microphone thing on so you can probably hear me better, hopefully. But because of the wind up here, if there's a fire, it's gonna blow across, and it's so dry. Like I said, it's up here, it's a little bit cooler, maybe it's like 22 Celsius or whatever up here, but because of the dryness, a lot of it is prone to fire. So I guess we'll stop here. Maybe I'll go hike up there real quick to some of the snow, but yeah, it's as far as we go. Sorry guys. You can see where all the water cuts through here because it's once the fall time kicks in and all the snow melts, it just cuts away at the mountains. But I was walking on this. I mean, that's a pretty good size print. It's actually probably like a coyote or something. I don't think there's any. It's a little too high up for rattlesnakes, too high up for grizzly bears. But here's all the snow. And keep in mind, this is in the middle of the summer here, and it's just super hot out. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh. What did I just say? I can't even push you over. I can't just spray water on you. All of my friends talk about, especially Shubham, this road is so washed out. All of my friends talk about how, or especially Shubham, about how quickly I was to pick up the camera, about how difficult it is sometimes to just talk to the camera and just say your thoughts. So I wanted to put Nate to the test. And Nate, you have to talk for at least 30 seconds. Let's go.
All right,
get
so
a good camera
so
angle.
this is a good camera angle, right? So basically, this is, as Brayden has already said, we're here in the Beartooth Pass. They're called the Beartooth Mountains because, as you saw in the footage earlier, the tips are jagged, much like bear's teeth.
Gotta look at the camera, look at the camera.
So, as I was saying before Brayden interrupted me, the Beartooth, based on bear's teeth, there's lots of mountain ranges in Montana, all with names that signify kind of how they look. There's the Buckle Mountains, which look like belt buckles. They're kind of squared off with little jagged ridges in between. We have the Crazy Mountains, which the peaks are just so extreme, they look crazy. So they're called the Crazy Mountains. That's all I got. That's 30 seconds. That's all I can do.
Is it stressful?
No, it wasn't stressful. The only stressful part was you telling me what to do.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna make our way back down. I wanna get over to the brewery tonight before they close, because if there's anything these mountain areas know, it's how to make good beer. They make really good pale ales. So, we're gonna drive back down, officially entering into Montana, but you know, the one thing I wish, here Nate, actually you can film while I drive, because I'm a safe driver. The one thing I really wish I had while I'm driving here, I'm driving my Jeep right now, but I really wish I had like a proper manual vehicle. Nothing I love more than driving manuals, but it makes mountain driving so much more, what's the word? It makes it so much more fulfilling, and it also makes it, of course, more technically
Better on your car.
correct. Yeah, because then I can kind of control the downshifting right now, but yeah. So I wish I had a manual, but manuals are so difficult to find in the US because nobody drives them. Like literally nobody drives them. All right, so I'm making one more quick last little stop. There's a nice little scenic overview, but as we're up here, there's all these chipmunks. And I think they're just up here because they're looking for humans. Hi. No, don't attack me. He was getting a little too close for comfort. But there's actually a whole bunch of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think they're just up here to get some food from humans.
You didn't have what's in it. Hold on.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Hey, you.
Sunflower seeds.
So I came up with a nice little idea that people left sunflower seeds up here, but this is what they're going for. So we'll see if we can trick some of these guys. No, that's a lie.